Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my backyard on this ungodly hot day. It's afternoon and before long the sun will be up this way. Now, while it's still fairly in the shade, it's time to show y'all how I'm going to make his foot soak. I will be using some essential oils, also some Epsom salt, and some medicinal fresh herbs. And I'm going to go get those harvested. I'm not going to try to drag this camera out in the sun because I'm going to try to work as fast as I can. And I'll bring you right back as soon as we're ready. See you here in a bit. Okay, I was lucky and blessed to find quite a bit of comfrey growing in the shade, or still in the shade at the moment, so that way it has more of its medicinal value. Once the sun hits it, it will evaporate the medicinal benefits of it. It'll still have medicinal benefits, but it will evaporate it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to you want a good stock pot with cool water. You start out with cool water, because what I'm going to be making is a very strong infused tea. And you want to make sure everything is broken up so that the water can get into it to pull out the medicinal parts. And this, of course, is homegrown, go on mosquito, homegrown organic comfrey. Bruise those stems up, get those seeds off. And once I get this tea ready to use, I'm going to show you more things I'm going to add to it because, well, being in the South and a hot walking boot that you can't take off very often, athlete's foot can also break out. And it's a mild case for now. But with these temperatures rising, it won't take long for it to get worse. And that's the comfrey. Now to go just a little bit further, I'm going to add some fresh yarrow. And thankfully this was growing in the shade, so it still has all its medicinal benefits. Okay, come on. I think I can rip it up faster than I can cut it. And of course that bruises it and gets it to releasing its oils. Make sure you don't leave any little pieces behind. Use everything. Waste not, want not. Okay. I'm going to put that on high. I'm going to bring it up to a simmer. And then I will bring y'all back. See you here in a bit. Okay, after some more thought, I'm going to add some fresh harvested rosemary from my beautiful rosemary plants up front. Now, in the description box below the video, I'll have the medicinal benefits of each of the herbs I'm adding and the reasoning why I'm adding them. I'm combating two fronts: his broke heel, any tendon damage, because we keep getting different stories each time we go to see the doctor. And I'm gonna be making a video and an update, but we keep getting totally different stories each time. So I'm gonna be combating as much as I possibly can. Right now, it's his broken heel and athlete's foot. It's starting to turn a beautiful green color. I'm waiting for it to come up to a simmer, and then I will bring you back once it comes up to a simmer. And I'm making a very strong tea, because when I go to add this to the bucket, it's going to dilute some, and that's going to be fine. It will still have all its medicinal benefits. And I'll bring you back once I'm ready for this to simmer. Okay, it is starting to come up to a simmer. I'm going to cover it best way I can. I don't know where my lids have gone to. There we go. And I'm going to let it simmer for 15 minutes. And I'll bring you back once it's done. Okay, it has simmered for 15 minutes. I'm cutting the flame off. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to tell you, it smells good. It smells really good. It's a deep, beautiful green. And now I'm going to let it sit for another 15 minutes. And in that time, I'm going to go find the apple cider vinegar, and we'll make us both a cup of coffee. See you back here in a bit. Okay, it's been steaming for 15 minutes, and now it's time to strain. Now inside the bucket, it's filled with about a quarter of the way full of water and a cup of good old Epsom salt, just plain Epsom salt. You want to be careful how you pour it in, because you don't want to lose none of it, and you definitely don't want it to spill on you. And of course, some plant material will fall through the strainer holes. It's not going to hurt you a bit. Alright, let me get my chair and I'll be right back. Okay, now, like I said, I had a quarter of a bucket of water and a cup of Epsom salt. You want to stir, make sure that Epsom salt is completely dissolved. Now, as it sits, it's perfectly wonderful for broken bones, but I'm going to be fighting several battles a small bout of an athlete's foot, and I want to make sure that those two fractures heal even better. Now, before I add anything else, I'm going to fill it up a little halfway over with water, because I want to cool it down just a little bit. I know some people are going to go wild. Oh my God, water from the faucet. Well, you use what you have. If you have clean rainwater, go for it. If you have well water, go for it. Use what you have. Now, for any kind of fungal infection of any kind, apple cider vinegar. And I'm adding about a cup worth. You do not have to use apple cider vinegar with the mother unless you just absolutely have to. For now, regular apple cider vinegar is just perfectly fine. A little bit warm, you don't want it too warm. And before you go to mixing, you want to make sure that the patient or yourself foot will fit perfectly fine down in the bucket, which this will work fine for his foot and have a little bit of room. Now I have pure 100% tea tree oil here, and I'm going to go just a little bit strong, but not real bad strong. If I can get the lid off, there we go. And I'm going to add 30 drops. And that will help with any fungal infection as well. You want to mix that in really good. Because you know the old saying, oil and water don't mix, but if you stir it in, keep it stirred in real good, it'll be fine. Now you want it warm, but you don't want it too warm, because you don't want them to burn their foot or their leg. And you don't want your essential oil to evaporate away. Now the next one I'm going to be adding is frankincense. Frankincense oil is a very good healer. And I want 25 of this one. Now, one extra, I guess, won't hurt. And like I said, in the description box below the video, I will have all the reasons, the healing reasons for each item that I'm adding. And like Justin Wilson always taught, when you add something, you stir it in real good. It goes for cooking and also making healing foot soaks, because he's going to get healed. Now, another good antibacterial, also healer, this is pure lavender. Now you have to be careful with lavender. This one's really, really strong, and it's all pure essential oils. Make sure it's essential oils, aromatherapy oils, and not fragrance oils. You do not want to use fragrance oils. Lavender is extremely good for healing infections, bones, many wonderful things, and I'll have the reason why I'm using it in the description box too. I want 20 of this one because lavender is very strong. If it'll drop. You know, I've noticed each one gotta have that one extra drop apparently. I'm gonna tell you, this smells amazing. And also if you have toenail fungus, the Epsom salt, the lavender, the tea tree, and the frankincense, and especially the apple cider will help for toenail fungus as well. Oh, that smells good. Now, I advise soaking your foot, your ankle, your leg for at least an hour, if not longer, per batch. Because you want to make sure that there's plenty of time for all of those healing benefits to soak in to the area and the bones and the muscles and the ligaments and everything. And I'm going to move this over there. I'm not going to show you his foot because, yeah, it looks horrible still. I don't trust the doctors as far as I can throw them because it's a different thing each visit. And I will be right back as soon as I get him set up and starting to soak. I'll see you here in a bit. Okay, I got him situated and soaking and happy, and he said it feels really good. Now, if you want to use this recipe, and I'll have all the ingredients in the description box below the video. If you want to use it for just athlete's foot or toenail fungus, omit the Comfrey. If you have bone trauma, broken bones, fractures, sprains, strains, use the Comfrey and everything else. Now just remember, oil and water don't like to mix. So every so often while your foot's soaking, take your spoon like I use, keep it stirred real good. Move your foot up and down in the water to make sure that your whole foot gets covered in the liquid. The longer you can soak it, the better. The better. If you got an hour, go for it. 2 hours, go for it. 3, go for it. Just soak that foot. Now, I would say do this at least 3 times a week if you have broken bones that you can soak in like a tub. Now, if you have like a broken arm, wrist, anything like that, you can make a tub of this same liquid, set it on a table, and lay your broken arm, wrist, hand, whatever, elbow, into the water in a tub on top of a table that's the right height, because you want to be comfortable and to be able to soak for at least an hour. You've got to give that wonderful medicine time to soak in through your skin, through your muscles, and deep. Simple, easy, and I hope this encourages you to heal yourself. We done both got tired of the doctors and the constant different stories we're getting now. And if you have any questions, always feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will answer them as soon as possible, everyone. Stay safe, stay sound. Keep your head on a swivel. Heal thyself and believe in yourself. And meditate while you're soaking. Meditate on your body healing itself. Prayer, the power of prayer works wonders. You can and should pray over yourself as well. Whichever way you choose, do it. Simple, easy, you can do this. Keep your keep stocking those pantries. Stay safe and sound, everyone. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed. Take care, everyone.